Hey guys, I hope you all are doing great. It's been quite a while since I have been planning to record a video on Texas sage. But I was waiting for monsoons because the plant bloomed profusely after monsoon showers, and these blooms here are evident. In this video, I am going to share my personal experience of growing Texas sage plant in a container. I will try to explain everything that requires growing it well in a container. So without wasting any time, let's begin with the video. I bought this plant last year in the month of September, and at that time it was very small in size. I have used 12-inch plastic container for my Texas sage plant, and this plant doesn't necessarily require rich soil matter to grow well. However, I have used semi-well draining mixture which was comprised of 50% garden soil, 20% sand and rest 30% compost. After planting in the pot, this plant showed some growth from the month of September till October. However, in the mid-month of November, it went into its dormancy period. But the best part I have observed is that Texas sage doesn't shed out its leaves in winters. Some interesting facts about Texas sage. This plant is basically native to arid and semi-arid regions, and more particularly, it grows on the slopes of the hilly areas where the water doesn't clog. Rather, it comes down quickly. This is the reason that this plant has very little water requirements. Texas sage needs to be watered only when the upper layer of the soil in the container becomes completely dry. Avoid overwatering in winters. I made sure that during winter days, I don't even mistakenly overwater the plant, else this would have definitely killed it. Overwatering Texas sage is never a good idea. As the winters passed and the spring season arrived, its new leaves started coming out and the plant's growth was back in action. From the beginning of February till July, this plant has given 4 shots of flower blooms and its growing speed is amazing. However, their flowers don't last more than 2 days, but experiencing the beauty of those flowers for 2 days is totally worth the time and efforts. So let's talk about its growing conditions. Sunlight. The plant demands good amount of sunlight. The direct sunlight for 5 to 7 hours is a must for this plant. In fact, the more sunlight it receives, the more blooms it yields. Trust me, if you keep your Texas sage under the direct sun for most of the day, you will hardly notice any leaves on it, because the flower will bloom in so abundance that the leaves will look negligible. Watering. This plant doesn't require frequent watering. It is very drought resistant plant. Water it only when you see its soil dry or hard to touch. As mentioned earlier, overwatering will certainly kill the plant. Fertilizers. Texas sage isn't that fertilizer hungry plant, but if you wish to give some fertilizers to boost its growth, then you can add 1 to 2 handful of vermicompost or leaf compost once in 1 to 2 months. Also, it is a good idea to add some natural fertilizers to the month of February when the plant comes out of its dormancy stage. This will enhance its growth and will promote the blooming of flowers. Diseases. There is only one disease that can affect this plant, and that is cotton root rot or ozonium root rot, which is caused by overwatering. So it is strongly advisable to avoid overwatering this plant as it can harm this plant crucially. So that's all for today. I really hope you guys like my video. In case I have missed out anything, comment box is all yours. I look forward to hear from you. Please don't forget to like it and share this video to your friends and family members. See you guys soon. Until then, stay happy, healthy and blooming.